Diagnosed with severe epilepsy and cerebral palsy from birth, leaving him with brain damage, he suffered seizures, dozens a day. Now they're nearly all gone, with just a few drops a day of medical marijuana, cannabis oil, mixed into his food.
We saw a difference immediately. After a few weeks, we didn't see any seizures at all.
Other medicines didn't work. Levi has now been on medical cannabis for a year and a half.
The seizures came at a rate of 300 a week and got stronger over the years, taking a toll on her growth and speech. When even the most powerful drugs failed to help Charlotte, her desperate parents turned to a drug that neither parent would consider using themselves. The results were immediate and dramatic.
51 other children in Oregon were also registered to be able to get medical marijuana.
Kids don't smoke the drug. It hardly resembles marijuana as it's infused into butter or bread or into a tincture that can be placed under their tongue.
It's like it just takes the edge off of his OCD.
It actually fights the cancer itself.
You're a doc, you've studied this, you've talked to the researchers. You're saying marijuana can kill cancer cells.
I'm saying that, and there are many other researchers who are saying that.
These researchers say that compound, CBD, can kill cancer cells and stop them from metastasizing in human cells.
Salutary effect on the eyes in case of glaucoma. People who are suffering from chemotherapy and can't eat, it helps to get their appetite back. And we also know that it is a potent pain reliever. It appears to have profound nerve protective and brain enhancing properties. Induces anti-anxiety effects. This may also have anti-cancer properties.
According to the federal government's Controlled Substances Act, marijuana remains a Schedule I drug, the same classification as heroin, LSD, and ecstasy. This means pot is considered more dangerous than cocaine, methamphetamine, and OxyContin.
Children are now getting a powerful liquid form of marijuana to treat a life-threatening type of epilepsy, but not here where pot is still treated as a Schedule I narcotic, no different than heroin or LSD.
Experiences these types of seizures on average every 4 days. She sleeps with a heart and oxygen monitor, and she wears an eye patch because looking at certain patterns brings on more seizures. She's on a diet that helps, a couple medications, but it's clearly not enough. She's already suffering developmental issues and has the functioning ability of a 1-year-old. Her parents want to give her a form of medical marijuana which has decreased seizures for other children.
Faces possible prison time this morning for giving her teenage son medical marijuana. He has a traumatic brain injury. Angela Brown says she turned to the treatment as a last resort, unable to watch her son suffer any longer.
Angela Brown traveled to Colorado to get a bottle of cannabis oil in hopes of bringing some comfort to her son. But what she calls a mother's instinct may land her behind bars.
I broke the law, but I did it to save my son.
The Nipper family is packing up. It's a 30-day trip to Colorado for this family of 4.
We all go as a family.
But the 865-mile trip north isn't for fun. Charisse calls it a matter of life and death.
Basically protect the markets that they have a stranglehold on right now. So you see, as you mentioned, pharmaceutical companies coming out and funding, and this in organizations like Partnership for Drug-Free Kids, the Community Anti-Drug Coalition of America, and Project SAM, which was a group started by Congressman Patrick Kennedy, who got busted on painkillers. Right? You see our pharmaceutical companies funneling money into these organizations to advocate against marijuana legalization laws. You see beer and tobacco companies coming out and funneling money into campaigns to stop ballot initiatives that would legalize or decriminalize marijuana.
Drug-Free Kids is accepting money from giant pharmaceutical companies that are peddling pills.
quality of life was none. I mean, we were at the point where we were just praying that she would die peacefully in her sleep because it was so much suffering.